Okay, welcome back. In the last segment, I said we're going to teach you about smoking wood chunks. Smoking wood can come naturally. You can go to the market. This happens to be the apple of the big green egg. Jakey, quiet. Sorry, my one chihuahua. And when I say chunks, I mean chunks. That's a whole apple wood, and you can tell that it's big. I use the chunks on my grill versus the little flat pieces. You can buy little pieces that kind of look like this. The problem with this is this will burn really, really, really quick. So unless your grill specifically calls for the smaller wood, and there's the name for it, and I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it. It'll come to me when I'm not wanting to record and be like, oh yeah, that's what it's called. But there are pieces. We'll call it pieces. That I don't think that's the proper name, but they do make a smaller. So if your grill can't accommodate a thing like this, they do make smaller chunks. They also make pellets, but if you get the pellet smoking chips, make sure that your grill is a pellet smoker, because that will not work on any other grill. That's only for the pellets, and there is a special drawer that you use for the pellets. So anyway, this was the apple. They also make, like I said, they also make the pecan, and I'll kind of show you. Yeah, you can see the pecan right where my little finger is moving. That's the pecan. And again, same principle. That's a pecan wood chunk that I throw right into the grill. You don't add this right away to your grill. What you do is you fire up your grill, especially if you're using charcoal. If you're using gas grills, check your manufacturer's booklet to see if gas grills can take smoking. A lot of the gas grills are not set up to burn wood. So make sure always look at your manufacturer, know your grill. If your grill is not able to do smoking, then you're not going to be able to use this. My big green eggs are known for their smoking feature because they're ceramic. So I know and have used these in the past, and know that my grill can take this. But like I said, they make apple, pecan, cherry. You can get peach, although peach is incredibly hard to find. Oak, hickory, mesquite. Do not use the charcoals. Like Kingsford does make a hickory. Unless you have a Kingsford grill, don't go out and buy a Kingsford hickory charcoal, because my big green egg doesn't take the Kingsford charcoal. It only takes the natural wood. So basically, what do I mean by natural wood? Well, basically, what I mean is if this was black, if this had been processed, this piece of wood had been charcoaled, that's basically what my grill uses, is a natural piece of one of these. Why don't I just use this whole big bag? Well, the problem is if I put the whole bag in my grill, I'm going to have a really, really hot fire, because these are designed for smoking. Plus, I wouldn't be able to breathe around my grill. So you only use a little bit of these when you smoke, and depending on what you smoke. But I don't put these on right away. What I do is I fill my charcoal with its natural wood charcoal, light it, let that get to temperature. Once I get the grill stable, then I add my wood smokers. Then I add my plate setter, and we'll get into what a plate setter is at a later date. I would do it today. I don't have one in here. And with it snowing, I don't want to really get it wet because it's ceramic. So we'll do that for another day. Basically, a plate setter just deflects the heat and the smoke so that it goes on all sides. It goes all around the egg. My egg is circular like this. So what it does is it deflects the heat from going straight up and down. It deflects it to the outer rings so that when it goes over the meat, it penetrates the meat like that. So it's a different setup than if I was doing direct. Direct cooking means you're doing it directly over the fire. If I was to do the ribs directly over the fire with the smoking chips, basically I would have really smoked ribs, but I'd have a very, very dry, burnt ribs. So I'm going to use the plate setter to deflect some of the heat because we're going to be cooking for a very long time. We're not going to be doing a 5-minute cook. We're going to be doing a couple of hour cook. Actually, probably a 4-hour cook. You want to deflect the heat, so you don't want the heat just sitting in one spot. So we'll get more to that. I'm gonna go out and start the grill. I've got the ribs in the microwave. They're just gonna sit for a while. They're gonna get up to room temperature. There's nothing more to do with them. Like I said, I've got my drip pan and I've got my V-Rack all ready to go. And I'm looking at the barbecue. It wants me to line the drip pan with foil, which we'll do. Indirect cooking, plate setter, legs up, preheat the egg to 300. We might do 300. The problem with this one is, cook 2.5 to 3 hours. Okay, well, we could do that. 2.5 to 3 hours is not a long cook. So, let me go get the grill started. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're continuing the rib series. I'm actually going to take you out for a minute. Hopefully this will work. I'm trying to think if I want to take the tripod out. Yeah, we'll just take you as is. Sorry for it's a little bit shaky, and you're going to see it is snowing. So bear with me while we're out here. Okay, we were talking plate setters, and I'm going to actually show you. This isn't the one I'm using. This actually is the plate setter. This was for the medium, and since the medium is no longer able to cook, I just have that sitting out. But if you saw the prime rib roast video, I have all of the charcoal still in from that roast. I didn't have to add any charcoal to this. This is when I said you can reuse your charcoal, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It even has a little bit of the smoking wood, but that's not going to be enough because that actually is not going to produce smoke again. That's pretty much wood chunks are a one and done, so we'll add fresh wood chunks to that. But charcoal, I didn't have to add any new charcoal to this, which is a good thing. What else do we want to talk about? What to serve with this? Well, I'm probably just going to have my husband, and my clock's going to go off. So I'm going to stop this for a second. I'll pick it right back up. Okay, we're back. The reason I had to stop the video in the middle and I said I'd be right back is my clock plays a certain tune, and that's copyrighted as the song, even though it's not a singing song. It's still a recognizable song, and there are copyright protections on YouTube for that. So anyway, what to serve with this? Well, normally if I had planned this out a little bit more, given it more thought, I'd have a vegetable, and I would probably do a baked potato. I have red potatoes, but they're not really in great shape. What we may do is do a mashed potato, and I'm going to probably end up doing just a basic box frozen vegetable tonight because I haven't gone grocery shopping. I don't have any fresh vegetables currently in the refrigerator. I don't even have lettuce for a salad. So we're going to do something really simple tonight like that. You could make a pasta. You could make macaroni and cheese. You could do, there's a slew of things that you could serve with ribs. Pork ribs, usually I do a coleslaw, maybe a potato salad in the summer. Beef ribs, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had beef ribs. We're just gonna go by the seat of our pants. But you could, there's a lot of things you could serve with beef ribs. So what we're basically doing is we're going to let the grill heat. Because it is snowing, it's going to take a little longer. It is 1 o'clock currently, and I don't know if you can see either of these, but it is 1 o'clock. So I'm going to give my grill at least 25 minutes to fully get hot before I start putting the plates that are in, start putting the wood. Like I said, you can use a variety. This pecan, I have apple. I'm not using the pecan today. And the only reason is I don't, this is my first time making beef ribs. I don't want to overpower them. I'm just going to lightly put 2 or 3 chunks of apple wood so that they can smoke, but they're not overly powered with smoke. Apple, I find apple and even pecan smoking, you don't have a heavy smoke taste. You have enough, you can tell that they're smoked, but it's not an overpowering. If you use mesquite, mesquite's probably one of the heaviest woods that you can smoke with. It just has a really big, powerful flavor. Cherry is another one that has a big, powerful flavor. Oak, I'm not that familiar with oak to be able to form a opinion because oak wood chips are hard to find unless you have an oak tree, and I don't in my backyard, unfortunately. But oak trees, if you have your own fruit trees outside and you have like some dead branches, you can definitely use your own trees. Just make sure your trees haven't been treated with pesticides and stuff, because you don't want to add that into the grill and then have that go into your food. But you can use natural if you have a hickory tree, if you have a cherry tree, if you have an apple tree, if you have a pecan tree. Although up north we don't have pecan. Those are usually found more in the southern region than the northern region. Apple, definitely. I don't have any apple trees. I don't have any cherry trees. But you can definitely use your own wood. All you're going to do is you're just going to cut it into small chunks, and you can definitely put those on the grill and smoke. So that was a quick tidbit. We'll be back once I start to put these on the grill. It's going to be a really, really simple process today. So stay tuned.